Hey guys, continuing with the American Noir, Library of America's American Noir set, looking at the crime novels of the 50s, and did a review already for The Talented Mr. Ripley, which was incredible, amazing book. This one is the next book in the series. This is Charles Willeford's Pickup. So this was also excellent book, extremely dark, one of the darkest novels I've read, I think, if you're looking at it right. But some of that's in the review, and some of it's just not appropriate for a review. But I do want to talk a little bit about some of the specifics of the book that I missed when we were talking about Ripley. So one of the things I don't think I mentioned was the ribbon marker, the bookmark, that is built into all of these books. So as far as I've seen, all of these books have them. All the Library of America's books have them. Also, that they are Smythe sewn. So they're not glued bindings. They're much more durable. And speaking of durability, the paper itself is acid free and should last just about forever. So maybe not forever. It's going to last a long time. So definitely wanted to mention those, and also wanted to point out an issue. One of the negative things I've seen. If I can find an example that'll show up. So when you're reading these, obviously you're turning the page. Because this paper is so thin, I don't know if you can see this little indentation right up here, right above the 270. When you're turning a page, the way that you naturally tend to do it is you bend it back a little bit, and what happens is sometimes when you bend it back a little bit, a little crease forms there, and this happens in that's the kind of pressure that happens when turning pages in any book. In these, because the paper is so thin, that crease can become permanent pretty easily. So one thing I did notice is I was being careful about turning the pages, going through the second book, much more careful than I was with Ripley. And I would still get a few of those, not as many, and it's not something that's really the end of the world because it's out of the page of the text anyway, and these aren't your ultra collectible books. These are just really nice books, and they are super comfortable to read. So I'd like to keep them in as good a condition as possible, but certainly not going to sacrifice the reading experience for taking 30 seconds to turn a page with tweezers. I mean, that's not what these are about. They're really not meant for that. They're meant to be read. And again, the heft and the size of these, even the text is small, but it's not crunched. I've read text far smaller than this. Even the text is just eminently readable. These books are meant to be read. So this is a fantastic set. I'm loving it, and keep going with it. And eventually I will get to the crime novels of the 30s and 40s that are in here as well. Hopefully get the whole set reviewed. So that's it. Highly recommended stuff. I think anybody who picks this up, you're just going to love it. These are great novels.